Hi class, Dr. Earl's checking in for week 5, and I apologize for the appearance of my office. We're still in transition and getting things all unpacked here in Texas, and thank each of you for your prayers for us as we've made this transition in our families' lives. But for your lives, you've got 2 more weeks, and if you're taking a session D for the summer, you're going to be doubling over assignments from this course, session B, and then starting your session D. So the last 2 weeks, weeks 7 and 8 in session B, overlap and are going on concurrently with session D's weeks 1 and 2. So please anticipate that ahead and the assignments in those respective weeks and the courses if you are taking session D courses this summer. For this upcoming week, you have your last Spurgeon assignment, and in that, I'm asking you, please, if you'll just give some understanding of what calling out the call means, what that involves, as to, again, you're reading people, recognizing in them a hunger for God, a holiness of character, and just a hard work ethic that they want to be used of God, not only in the church and in various roles, but you sense and discern God's calling them further for His service and what that means then. So I've said a lot, but just do that briefly. Give a paragraph, maybe 2, of what's your understanding of what you've learned from Spurgeon, the farm system, how he called people out, and what you've read in the book of Acts, how God was putting on Paul's heart and others, different ones, that they could read God's call and working in their lives to call them into further service to Him. And then the 7 principles that are in chapter 7, you're going to be writing about 2 of those that you want to develop more in your life and giving the why of that. And then the 4 life perspectives are in chapter 8, how a pastor or church leader sees God, his or her church, the harvest field, and themselves, writing about that matters to the assignments instructions. So you're wrapping up Spurgeon. These last 2 chapters are capturing a lot about leadership, more focusedly to say with Spurgeon's example and what we can take away from his life and example, as well as what we see in the scriptures we've been reading about leadership. So again, everything rises and falls on leadership. I know that's a trite statement, but it is a truism that will always be touching your life. You want to keep growing as a leader so that you can raise others to a higher level of leadership. First and foremost, as you're going to be reading in the last 2 chapters of Spurgeon, that starts with character, our really knowing God, walking with God better, and helping others do the same. He teaches us character. That's given us in the book of Leviticus. God states, I think it's 3 times in chapters, Leviticus 20 through 22, I am the one who makes you holy. Character is what Scripture talks about as holiness. So that's all involved in these last 2 chapters of Spurgeon. Yes, ahead next week you've got your Hulls and Sobels assignment for that book, and in the last 2 weeks you're doing your comp paper and then your witnessing report. The last week is relatively light, so that's what's coming to the end, and that's fast approaching. Thanks for all the hard work. Also in this week you're giving your replies to your peers in the second discussion assignment involving the Baptist Faith and Message and the London Baptist Confession. Thanks, class. God bless you. Have a great week ahead and a great Father's Day at the end of the week ahead. All right, bye.